Steve Bowers and
Janet Wilbanks.
yeah, look here. How you doing?
I think I'm okay. I'm zooming today.
Zooming today. All right. Well, it's good to have you with us. Cassandra
Thank
Fuller
you.
obviously out. So Janet Wilbanks is with us to co-host today on this virtual Six in the City. So Janet, I know we got a full show, some very special people. So tell us what's coming up.
We do, Steve. We have today on today's show. We have the Women of Hope coming on board to
Oh, very good.
perform. We will be talking with Miss Pastor Marcy Hendrick and some of her girls later on in the show.
Yeah.
Then we have Gracie Sloan with RIFA coming on board to talk to us. September is Hunger Action Month.
Okay.
Then we'll talk with Donna Harris to get an update on what's going on at the library.
Library, yeah, which has been on again and off again. And so we're going to
Bless
find out where
them.
we are now.
Then we have Brad Willis. He's Chief Advancement and Operations Officer with the Tennessee Sports Hall of Fame coming on board.
Okay.
I'm also going to keep him for a dialogue afterward.
Okay. All right.
Whoosh, I think that's it,
Got it.
Steve.
Got everything lined up. We're going to be carrying the Sports Hall of Fame induction ceremony, so we're looking forward to that. And we have a lot of special things coming up here on EPlus TV6, so it's great to have all these folks with us. And once again, to get an update on what's happening with the library. We do want people to know that we will start our high school football coverage on September the 4th. The public schools had decided not to play initially through 3 games and then change that schedule, and we'll pick that up. We'll actually pick up with TCA and USJ, but we'll have our schedule from then on. So all that's coming up on EPlus TV6, and this is Six in the City.
It's still hard to think that your child had cancer. The thought of them not being here, it was terrifying.
Going through treatment for cancer can be quite difficult for patients. That's why platelets are so vital.
When he would get the platelets, he would perk right up. Just so thankful that somebody had taken the time out of their day to donate platelets.
Please help give them hope and the strength to carry on. Donate platelets.
Doing what's never been done. The American Public Power Association includes over 2,000 local public utility systems. Over 15 years, the APPA has presented RP3 awards, recognizing system reliability, safety, workforce development, and improvement. JA in 2020 not only received the top-level Diamond RP3 award, it was presented to JA for the 7th time. No utility has been so recognized. Honored public power, another part of JEA today.
Today I'm going to talk to you about physics. Come on in, girls. Let's go. This is the first rocket to get humans to Mars. Really tall. I'm a rocket structural engineer designing and building parts of the rocket. You are the generation that will be stepping foot on Mars. Do I have a group of astronauts on my hands? Yes. You can become a rocket scientist or whatever else you want to be.
Steve Bowers and Janet Wilbanks welcoming you back to Six in the City. Gracie Sloan is with us, and she does communications for the Regional Interfaith Association. We call it RIFA in Jackson. Gracie, good to have you with us.
Thank you for having me today. I'm glad.
I would think with unemployment in Tennessee running about 10% and COVID still out there, that RIFA has had some special stress or needs.
Yes, definitely. We have actually Feeding America says that now 1 in 6 people probably are facing hunger, and we've seen that true in RIFA just as more people continue to turn to food banks throughout this time with facing no jobs and circumstances no one could have predicted.
Okay, all right. Well, this is Hunger Awareness Month or Hunger Action Month. What is it?
So September is Hunger Action Month, which is a national campaign through Feeding America. And we typically highlight it, but this year, for the first time ever, we are promoting One City, One Food Drive. And so this is just a chance for the city to come together and collectively raise 100,000 pounds for RIFA.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How do you propose doing that?
Yes, it's a big goal, but we believe that we're confident in the Jackson community that together we can just host food drives, whether that's in your workplace, in your Sunday school class, in your organization, in just your household, just as a family, just to gather some food items that are needed at RIFA, because through the pandemic and just like everyone else, RIFA has seen a major loss in fundraising events, and we've canceled lots of things. And so where we typically would have food flowing through the doors, there's a shortage. And so we're just asking the community to step up and unite and raise 100,000 pounds for us.
So Gracie, this is canned vegetables, canned fruits, canned meats, canned soups,
Yes.
beans, pasta, peanut butter, and jelly.
We are asking for anything and everything. So all those non-perishables, all those canned food items, so that we can stock our food bank, stock our warehouse for the months to come.
Will cash contributions help you as well?
Oh, absolutely. So if you want to contribute money to the cause, you can donate at rifajackson.org. And so $1 equals 1 pound of food. So you donate $10, that's 10 pounds of food right there for RIFA.
We're trying to raise 100,000 pounds of food right here in the Jackson area. And you want that to start immediately, I think, right?
Yeah, all throughout the month of September, which, start a food drive today.
Well, I thought, with construction not being held this year, that's a big gap.
Yes, last year alone, we raised over 40,000 pounds of food through construction. And so,
Gracie, what about snack backpack? Now, with schools not meeting on campus and all, will that work continue?
Yes, it is. We have every intention of continuing to pass out our snack backpacks every week. We are currently working alongside the school system to try to just figure out the logistics of that. As you know, the school system is distributing meals at the school. Right now, it's every day a week. And so just trying to work with their cafeteria staff and just the school system to figure out how to best get those to the kids, because we know those are needed meals, and we plan on passing those out.
Okay. I know that during the summer that or the last spring when schools were out, that you worked in coordination with the cafeterias in the system. So everybody tried to jump in. So I think the logistics have got to be extremely challenging for all of you.
Yeah, and which is so many unknowns, and the school system, I'm so thankful for them. They're doing the best they can. But they are getting new information every day, just as we are. And so just trying to figure out how we can get those meals to those kids. Because with virtual learning, obviously they're not in the cafeterias every day. And so that's a lot of meals that were once, secured that aren't there anymore.
All right, make sure we got it straight. This is Hunger Action Month. We're about to raise 100,000 pounds of food in Jackson, Tennessee for the Regional Interfaith Association, canned goods, and Janet went through the list. Is that posted at rifajackson.org?
It is.
The list, okay.
You can check out our website, all of our social media, and you'll see all sorts of information.
Okay, and then cash donations, certainly any kind of contribution will go to the same thing. In the snack backpack program, if you've been involved in that, Sunday schools, whatever, that is going to continue. So those items are needed as well.
Yes.
All right. Well, Gracie, glad you're there. We certainly appreciate the work of RIFA. Appreciate your work. Glad you're with us, and we'll see you again soon.
Thank you so much.
We're going to be right back. We're going to find out what's happening at the library. We on or off, and how much. We'll find out from Donna Harris next on this Six in the City.
Six in the City.
I'm Mark Taylor. I'm the owner of Renew Biomedical Services based out of here in Jackson, Tennessee. We're a provider of biomedical services for medical professionals. At Renew Biomedical, our use of telecom is of utmost importance. We have to reach our customers in a timely fashion so we can diagnose and service their equipment needs. So EPlus broadband allows Renew Biomedical to connect effectively with our customers in whichever way they choose, via email, phone, Skype, teleconferencing, in any way you can imagine.
Need to check your bill balance? Set a payment extension. Get outage notifications. With JEA, it's easy. Text. When you enroll in JEA alerts, you open all those possibilities. To enroll, text JOIN, J-O-I-N, to 53248. Text JOIN to 53248. If your cell phone number is current, two-way texting is yours. Real-time communication, direct customer service with JEA today.
Say it and see it with voice control. Find your favorites faster across live, recorded, and streaming TV. Movies, shows, news, sports, music are just a voice command away. Show me action movies. Just for kids. Every result personalized based on viewing habits and time of day. Say it, watch it. It's that easy with the power of voice control.
Welcome back to Six in the City. We are always pleased to see her. Dinah Harris is the executive director of the Jackson-Madison County Public Library. And they've been through, Dinah's been through challenges, but the library's been through challenges, opened up and had closed back and shut down the North Branch and everything else. So as of today, Dinah, we're doing the show on Tuesday. What's the date, Janet? August the 25th.
August the 25th.
As of Tuesday, August the 25th, Dinah, where are we now with the library?
Well, we are trying. I've divided my staff up so that if somebody gets sick, the amount of people exposed, is minimal so that we can still keep services going. So downtown, we've been able to continue. We have, curbside in the morning till 12, and then we have, you can come in for limited services from 12 until 6 Monday through Thursday and 12 till 5 on Friday. And then we just do curbside on Saturday. And then at our North Branch, we did have a positive case among our staff out there. So for right now, for the rest of this week, we're doing 10 till 1. You can go by out there and pick up items. Yeah. And
do you
I think we'll probably have to do that.
Do you reserve them through the internet? Do you call in? What do you do?
You can do it either way. You can do it either way. If you have your library card.
Answering phones.
Yeah. We're fully staffed other than the ones that, coming and going with the quarantining and different things. But you can go online to www.jmclibrary.org and use your library card and put things on hold there. Or if you don't have internet at home and you just want to call us, 425-8600, and you can tell us what you want and we'll pull it for you. Or like I said, you can actually even come in now downtown between 12 and 6, and you can pick out your own if you'd like.
What are the plans in for the North Library? When does it reopen for actual walk-in service?
September the 1st, we should be able to, it won't be walk-in. It will be it'll be curbside, but expanded curbside from 9 till 6, Monday through Friday. And then, we'll do faxes for people and copies and things like that. But we won't be able to actually open the doors to go in North until we get clearance from the health department that we can allow people to come in without screening. Wow. Downtown, we're screening. When you come in at 12, you have to be screened for your temperature. You have to have your mask on and ask those health questions about, have you been in contact with anybody? We're just trying to keep it as safe because a lot of our population, we have a lot of young people, but we also do have a lot of older people, that we're just trying to keep it safe for them as well,
Now, Donna, is all of this information out on your website?
It is. Okay. And our Facebook page, Jency does a wonderful job keeping our Facebook page updated with everything that's going on. And we've got a couple, we're really doing some things, thinking outside the box and doing some things like the project we just did with JEA, putting the Wi-Fi in 3 of the housing projects in their community rooms. There was a misconception there. We got a few calls. They thought we had put it all over the place, but it was it was in one little specific room in each location to help the kids with their homework and the adults with their resumes and job searching and all. But we're also we've been reaching out to parents and all, and we've created some things to help the parents during this time that they're having to school at home. We have some unit study kits. And so what these are, it's little packages that have at least 2 books and some hand-on items to teach kids about different subjects like telling time, counting money, the weather, geology, fossils, insects, just different topics like that to help the parents at home as they're trying to make sure their kids learn what they need to learn. And we also just added a whole set of, they're called launch pads. They're kind of like little computers, but they don't need the internet. The content's all downloaded onto the little tablets, and it's to help kids with reading. It starts all the way from 3 years old and up, and it will help them, with learning to read as well. And those are items that can be checked out that don't take the internet to use.
Okay. So you can actually check those out. Once again, the internet site is
www.jmclibrary.org.
Okay, jmclibrary.org. Well, congratulations on that work with the housing projects and all. It's a real big project.
Thank y'all.
Glad to be involved in that. Mr. King's very impressive, so we wish them the best on that.
Yes.
We're not going to be going to school, or we're going to school, but we're just not on campus. Dinah, appreciate it very much. It's good to see you.
Thank you.
Continue
Thank y'all.
for the library. We appreciate it. We are pleased to have these young ladies with us, and they perform with us, not the same ladies, but a regular feature. These are the Women of Hope.
With EPlus broadband and Watch TV everywhere, you can now take your TV on the go. Just visit WatchTVEverywhere.com to sign up. Then you're all set to catch your favorite shows, movies, and sports wherever and whenever you want on any internet-connected device. Choose from our growing selection of networks from your cable package at no extra charge. Visit WatchTVEverywhere.com to learn more. It's easy to sign up for EPlus Broadband's TV Everywhere.
Want to receive account information via text? When you enroll in JA Alerts, you can. Text to get a bill balance, due date, set a payment extension, receive an outage notification, reply to report an electric outage. Text JOIN, J-O-I-N, text JOIN to 53248, 53248. Cell phone number must be current and attached to your JA account. Visit jaxenergy.com/text alerts for more information.
Here at the Emergency Operations Center, we rely on EPlus broadband fiber network to better serve Madison County. With high-speed internet, we track storms and natural disasters in real time. Also, fiber internet gives us the speed to host training classes preparing responders from all over the county and state. The phone system allows us flexibility to stay in contact and make conference calls with both in and out of the office with local, state, and federal agencies. Connectivity is an important part of emergency management.
Steve Bowers and Janet Wilbanks with you, and we welcome Brad Willis. We'll have more with the Women of Hope coming up in this segment. We welcome Brad Willis, who is the COO of the Tennessee Sports Hall of Fame, making his first visit with us. Brad, good to have you here.
Hey, thank you guys for having me. It's good to see you.
Yeah, it's really a special thing. Well, this coming Saturday is going to be the induction ceremony. We're going to be carrying it live on EPlus, or we're going to be carrying it on EPlus TV6, and it's first time to set up a statewide television network for this, right?
It is, and really it came from just out of necessity. When we went into this year, our goal was to have a banquet in June, and then the pandemic hit and the world kind of stopped. And so our hope was at some point that the dominoes would start to fall in the right way, where we'd be able to kind of get everybody together and have a big banquet and a celebration of our inductees and their supporters. But unfortunately, it didn't go that way. And so we've got a great class that includes folks like Jeff Fisher and Tim Corbin, Heath Schuler, Terry Crisp, D'Angelo Williams, and so many more, that we wanted to make sure that we gave them an honor that was fitting. And hopefully next year, we're able to get them into a banquet hall and have a big dinner and support them, have their supporters and have a great time. But this year we wanted to go ahead and put together a special to induct this class, the class of 2020, which we're really proud of.
Okay. So what will be the format of the show?
So it's really a news magazine type show. My friend Mike Keith, the voice of the Tennessee Titans, hosts it for us. And we've got profile pieces on all 11 of our inductees, our honorees, and you're going to learn a little bit about each and every one of them. Some of them we get some short speeches from. Some of them we're able to actually have an interview with. So it's a great 2-hour piece that you're going to learn a lot about the Tennessee Sports Hall of Fame and the inductees, plus everything that we've got going on at Bridgestone Arena in downtown Nashville.
Okay, wow, that'll be exciting. So we're going to carry this. It'll be coming up this Saturday evening, and 7 o'clock. It'll be 7 o'clock Saturday, and then we'll repeat that, and it'll be shown during the rest of the month all through the month of September and on beyond. So it's really exciting. How are these people selected, Brad?
We have a nomination committee, and frankly, if you know of someone, we rely on the general public to tell us about those people. You can go to our website at tshf.net and fill out a nomination form. The requirements basically are that someone spent the majority of their career or their time in the state of Tennessee, that they've been retired from their sport for at least 3 years, or if they're a coach or an administrator, someone over the age of 50. If you meet those requirements, then you go before our nomination committee, and we put in up to 11 inductees each year. So this was my first year as part of that process, and I was really pleased with the level of care that our nomination committee took, because when you got to positions 9, 10, 11, there were some really interesting conversations, and there were some people that didn't make the cut who are certainly deserving of such.
I can't remember. We have the Madison County Sports Hall of Fame, and there are 5 inductees, and I know our guys produced that show, and I don't know how hard and long they worked to get profiles on 5 people together. I can't imagine 11. So.
Yeah, we took the profiles because we were going to run those at our banquet anyway, and it actually made for really good television content. So when we decided that it was in the best interest of everybody's health and well-being to do it this way, we thought, you know what, we've got really good content on all these people. Let's put together a television special and just reach out to the entire state. And so, it's again out of necessity, but it's a great opportunity for the Tennessee Sports Hall of Fame to go from a banquet that might have 600-700 people to a statewide audience.
Statewide audience. So it's exciting. I hope that will set up in a live show from now on, Brad.
Well, I've had some people already tell me that they'd like to see us do it both ways, and I said, you know what? If that's a problem we have, I'll be glad to have that problem.
It has worked well for us. I know with local television here with EPlus TV6 with the Sports Hall of Fame in Jackson, Madison County, it's been a great show, and cable's been carrying it for several years, and it lends itself well to because of the nature of the induction, the comments, everything, it becomes great television, I think.
Well, and we've got so many great personalities, folks like Sonny Smith that coached at East Tennessee State and Auburn, Betty Giles, who's the athletics director emeritus at UT Martin. So many great stories to tell. To do it this way, frankly, is a great opportunity for us.
Okay. Our own Janet Wilbanks was quite a standout star in high school basketball, I understand.
Yeah. I've been, and I hung up my shoes quite a few years ago.
Well,
We're waiting for that nomination.
You've been out of the sports thing for 3 years now. You're eligible, Janet.
That's right.
Okay.
so we will see. We're going to continue this conversation with Brad Willis, find out more about the Sports Hall of Fame. Once again, we are delighted to have these special women with us. They are the Women of Hope.
I can feel the wind trying to shake me. I will not be moved. My feet are on the rock. I can feel the waters rise. I can hear the howling of that harmony. You won't hold me now. My feet are on the rock. And I feel my heart about to break. I will sing to your unchanging grace. Let the waters come and the earth gives way. I'll be dancing in the rain. My feet are on the rock. I can see the morning light. I can feel the joy on the horizon. Here my faith is bound. I stand on solid ground. I feel my heart about to break. I will lead to your unchanging grace. Let the waters come and the earth gives way. I'll be dancing in the rain. My feet are on the rock. Rock, I stand all around and think it's so stop feeling. Clap your hands, I'll be the rock. On Christ solid rock, I stand all of the ground is sinking sand. So stop your feet and clap your hands, our feet are on the rock. On Christ solid rock, I stand all of the ground is sinking sand. So stop your feet and clap your hands, our feet are on the rock. Feel my heart about to break. I will lead to your unchanging grace. Let the waters come and the earth gives way. I'll be dancing in the rain. I feel my heart about to break. I will lead to your unchanging grace. Let the waters come and the earth gives way. I'll be dancing in the rain. My feet are on the rock. My feet are on the rock. My feet are on the rock.
For the most reliable drinking water supply at the highest quality, reach for the tap. Our tap water is safe and continues to exceed all government requirements. For more information about our drinking water, visit www.jaxenergy.com/JEACCR.
Move over. It's the law. When approaching work vehicles or crews, move over to create a safety zone. It protects utility workers, law enforcement, firefighters, and emergency personnel. It's not an option. Slow down. It could save a life. Stay safe. Move over.
Hi, I'm Kedrick Perkins, PGA General Manager at Jackson Country Club. Jackson Country Club's amenities are true Southern hospitality. Championship golf course, fine dining, 6 tennis courts, Junior Olympic pool and fitness. We pride ourselves in giving our members the best. Choosing JEA was a logical choice so that we could tie in our phone, internet, and cable solutions so that we can advance our next segment of technology.
I knew it hurt her. My heart broke in half, and I felt like I was about as close to losing her as I was going to get. And active addiction, you don't know what's going on. What I thought about was the little girl with the pageant dress on. I knew that I wasn't supposed to be doing these things. There is hope. She found inside herself that she's way better than that, and she rose from it.
Steve Bowers and Janet Wilbanks welcoming you back to Six in the City. We continue our conversation with Brad Willis, who is the COO of the Tennessee Sports Hall of Fame. The induction class of 2020 is 11 members, and it will be showcased this coming Saturday, the 29th at 7 p.m. here at EPlus TV6 and on television stations across the state of Tennessee. It's the first time for that kind of statewide exposure for the inductees. And it's a good step. It's brought about by COVID, ironically, but it's going to turn out to be a good way to do this well. It'll turn into an annual television event. It'll be replayed as well. So be sure to check the listings here at EPlus TV6. Brad, is the geographic location of the Tennessee Sports Hall of Fame is where?
We are located at Bridgestone Arena in Nashville, really at the epicenter of tourism in downtown Nashville. There's a Visit Music City Visitors Center. If you're familiar at all with Bridgestone Arena, there's kind of a glass plaza, and then inside that glass plaza is the visitor center, and we have 7,700 square foot museum just inside those doors.
Okay, wow. So is it open now?
We're not open at the moment. We're looking to reopen in September.
Okay.
I was standing there the day that the SEC tournament canceled, and looked around and I thought, this is going to have some wide-ranging implications, and I couldn't have been more right about that. But we've been closed because the arena closed for a while.
Okay.
It started to open back up, and we're following health and public guidance on Nashville's reopening plan, and we're going to mirror that pretty close.
Okay. Well, I noticed the Titans. We had Mike on with us. The Titans going to open, but no fans, right?
They are, and found out today that their first 3 games will in fact be without fans because their first home game will be on the road with Denver, their first home game with Jacksonville, and their next road game in Minnesota. No fans for all 3 of those games.
Now, Brad, this is a fairly new position for you with the Tennessee Sports Hall of Fame, correct? How long have you been?
I joined in January.
It's January, okay.
I did. I spent about the last 20 years of my life in radio in Nashville, working with Mike Keith on Titans Radio and overseeing our flagship station, which is 104.5 The Zone in Nashville. And I accepted this job in late December, but I told my bosses I would stay so long as the Titans were in the playoff. And so they went and won a game in Foxborough and then won a game in Baltimore and ended up going all the way to the AFC Championship game. So I ended up getting a couple of extra weeks of radio work under my belt, but it was a great experience, and it was really cool. I was just one game away from making the Super Bowl, and I was really hoping that I'd have another week to not have to quit the radio job, but it didn't work out that way.
What attracted you to the position?
You know, it's funny. I've been doing radio for, like I said, about 2 decades, and I'd made the deal with myself that if I was ever going to leave the industry, it was going to be to do something that I just felt like was unique, because I didn't want to just completely leave the world of sports. I didn't want to leave radio because I was actually in a really good place where, we'd had great success. But last year at the 2019 induction banquet, I met some folks when we helped kind of promote the event. And they told me then, they said, we're getting ready to bring somebody on and kind of run the day-to-day of this. And is that something you'd be interested in? And I thought, I'd talk to anybody. And so fast forward, it was about 6 months later before it all came to fruition. And I talked to my wife about it. And I said, you know what? This really lines up with my career to this point, because I've been able to make so many connections in the world of sports that this is going to be a transition that's going to make a lot of sense. And it really has. I've been thrilled with the job and the process and the people that I've gotten to know. Learning with COVID, you're learning everything on the fly, and so there's a lot of challenges there, but it's been a great experience so far.
How long has the Sports Hall of Fame been in existence?
1966 was the year that it was founded, and then in 1998, I believe it was, we opened a small version of the museum at Bridgestone Arena. Then in 2000, we opened the currently existing museum, which again, I said is about 75 to 7,700 square feet. We've had over 500 inductees into our class. And so when you come take the tour, you're going to learn about all kinds of different people from this state that have made an impact in one way or another, learn about your favorite team. And we think it's a fun way to spend an afternoon or a morning.
Okay. The Predators, are they going to play this, are they already wrapping up their season right with the NHL?
So they finished up a couple weeks ago. They made it into the kind of the play-in round, but got defeated in the first round. But I would expect that the NHL will look to start the 2020/2021 season in late November or early December, and the hope is that they'll have fans again.
Okay, yeah, I knew that I didn't realize they had already wrapped that up. So, it's kind of gotten confusing. I mean, the Indy 500 was on this past Sunday, and it caught me by surprise, right?
I know, right?
Yeah, there's a Masters in November or something. It's like, excuse me. So we'll see. Well, Brad is going to be with us on the dialogue at EPlus TV6. So be tuned in for that, and we'll find out more about his work career and also the Tennessee Sports Hall of Fame. And what a great addition! And Brad, here's to hoping that soon you'll be able to reopen and we can all come up there and see everything. Get people back to downtown Nashville.
That's right. And in the meantime, they can go to our website, which is tshf.net. We've got an online auction that people can bid on great items all the way through Sunday. And then make sure to tune in Saturday night at 7 here on EPlus TV6 for our induction special.
Real pleasure, Brad. Thank you so much. Continued best.
Thank you both. Great to see you.
We're going to talk to the Women of Hope coming up next as we continue right here at EPlus TV6 with this virtual Six in the City.
The SOAR Award, System Operational Achievement Recognition, presented by the American Public Gas Association, recognizes forward-thinking natural gas utilities that continually improve operation capabilities, adapt to challenges, and the changing demands of safe, reliable natural gas distribution. In 2019, the APGA Gold SOAR Award was presented to the Natural Gas Division of JEA. System integrity, forward-thinking innovation, all a real part of JEA today.
At Southern Family Dentistry, we offer dental treatment for your entire family. We have the latest 3D digital x-ray system. We offer implants, veneers, teeth whitening, and all the other normal services you receive at the dental office. We have 2 offices, one in Milan and one in Jackson, and EPlus broadband telephone services allows us to connect both of those offices. It doesn't matter which office the patient calls, we have the ability to speak to that patient at either location.
Experience something new with View It Video on Demand. Now you can preview and rent movies with your remote. Press the TiVo button to go to the home screen. Select View It on Demand to get started. Browse new movie releases and events. Select what you want to watch, then rent. There's even free stuff. You'll find karaoke songs, fun screensavers for your TV, videos for the kids, and more. Experience more with TiVo and View It Video on Demand.
Steve Bowers and Janet Wilbanks welcoming you back to Six in the City, and we're going to be talking to the Women of Hope. They have been featured on this program and will continue to be. Marcy Hendrick is with us and Christy Butler with us. Good to see you both.
It's good to see you.
And good to have you with us. Well, the store and everything else, are you still in operation, open? So what's happening, Marcy?
Well, we had to close the cafe down for a couple of weeks. We had some air conditioning problems and nobody wanted to come in there and eat when they were sweating. But it opens back tomorrow, and Megan will be telling more about that when you interview her about the Hope Cafe.
Okay, cafe and everything else. So it is coming back into operation.
Yes.
One thing. Okay. Well, is this COVID? I guess, of course, anytime you have people together and everything else, it changes things. What's been the effect for you?
Well, we're living in a different world. I call it the Wizard of Oz because everything's different. But, we're building back up and our girls have stayed well. We've had a couple that didn't feel good, but nothing bad or anything like that. So we're pressing on. We're going on.
Okay. All right.
And Miss Marcy, what would you want folks to know about Women of Hope?
Well, the main thing is it's a place where women can come and feel safe and be in treatment for drugs and alcohol. It's a faith-based year-long program. And Christy is a good example of that because I just asked her, I said, now, how long have you been here? Because I can't remember life before Christy. But she said almost 7 years. And she came in 7 years ago, and she was one of those women of hope that really needed help. And so she's been here 7 years. I can't get rid of her. And now she's the director of Women of Hope.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
I didn't realize
Okay.
that. Christy, well, congratulations.
Yes.
Christy, what was happening in your life to get you to the Women of Hope?
Well, I had started on opiates, and then I had gotten on methamphetamine to get off the opiates, and I was in some legal trouble.
Okay.
So I was one of those that was made to come in.
Okay. And
Thanks
you
to
didn't want
Judge
to be
Allen.
there, right? Okay.
No, I didn't at first, but now I love it.
Okay.
Absolutely.
What made it work for you, Christy?
Well, at first I didn't want to be here, so I fought it very hard. And then I started seeing that life was a whole lot easier living it this way without the drugs. And my children started coming around, and I think that was my biggest motivation is my children.
Okay, wow.
I think she had really hit bottom when she lost everything. You know, her daughter told her she hated her, never speak to her again. And now, you know, God's rebuilt that relationship, and all of the Women of Hope, you know, has built that. She actually lives at the Hope House. That's where she lives, and she stays with the Women of Hope.
Wow. It's kind of an amazing thing that, you know, when you're on all this stuff, that seems normal, you know, and like I said, you don't want to be there and don't want to quit.
Right. The chaos is normal.
Yeah. Yeah. And
You
then,
think nobody notices.
Yeah. Marcy, how long has Women of Hope been in existence now?
We actually opened up in February 2010, so over 10 years now.
Wow.
Okay.
Yes.
If people
And
want
we
to get
started
involved
out
with what you do, support what you do, how can they best do that?
Well, you know, usually we're coming to the studio about now talking about the gala that we do every
right.
year.
Yeah.
And that's like our biggest fundraiser. But because of COVID, we hadn't even set a date yet. We're trying, it might not even happen till spring. So, you know, that's our largest fundraiser. So anybody that wants to give a donation, help sponsor a girl through this program, you know, that all they have to do is send to Hope Recovery Center, Post Office Box 94, Meaden, Tennessee 38356. Or they can call here at the office at 731-424-9019. Or they can call me, 731-616. Hey, I'm desperate. 7613.
She's
Now,
giving
go ahead
out
and give
her
that number. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
So you have to let the need known. But,
All
you
right.
know,
We'll try it. It's 424-9019, right? 9019, is that right?
that's right. That's
And
right.
then, and in Meaden, Tennessee 38351, and it's P.O. Box 94. Okay, well, we'll try to
It's
keep that
Post
out.
Office Box 94. Yes.
All right, well, great. All right.
38356.
3356. Okay.
38356.
Yeah, okay. All right, we're
Yes.
going to ask y'all to step aside, I guess, because these
Okay.
ladies are going to sing. These are the women,
Yes.
the women
They're
of
the
hope.
best.
Good to see you both.
All about somebody save my soul. And since rescue in my small street, and for the world to see, nobody but me. For the world to see, nobody but me. Those guys seem right. From a walk to a soul fight. It's 12 hours, nobody was looking. Oh, the story. Everybody's got a purpose. Sitting down here, let's just stop talking to me. Saying who you think from? See, there's nobody trying to tell everybody all about somebody
Tired of internet that leaves you waiting and monitoring your usage with extra fees? Switch to EPlus broadband from the Jackson Energy Authority for fiber optic internet with the fastest speeds to keep everyone connected. Enjoy being online as much as you want without worrying about extra fees or data usage limits. Perfect for when you need to download and upload large files, stream videos, or use your favorite video conferencing app. EPlus broadband, fastest internet, no data caps, no slowdowns, no worries. The JEA app. With it, you may view the electric outage map, report electric outages, receive electric outage alerts, view your current account information in real time. You can even make a payment with one click. Name, account number, you're in. Convenient access with the free JEA app, keeping you connected with JEA today.
Steve Bowers and Janet Wilbanks, and we welcome you back to Six in the City. We're visiting with Megan Houston with us and Chelsea Fisher with us, and they are both with the Women of Hope. Good to see you both.
Good to see you.
Now, who's got all the information about the cafe being reopened now?
That would be me.
All right. So
Megan.
what's going to happen?
Well, we're opening back up tomorrow. We'll be open 11 to 2, and we'll go back to our normal schedule, which is Tuesday through Friday from 11 to 2. And I believe we're going to get ready to do some family packs on Labor Day weekend, but we'll have more information about that coming. But we do have a Facebook page that people can follow us on.
Okay, is that Women of Hope?
It's Hope Cafe and Barbecue.
Hope Cafe and Barbecue on Facebook. All right, so
Yes,
that's
sir.
11 until 2, Tuesday through Friday.
Yes, sir.
And we'll start the 26th of August. And so
Right.
so very, very important. What all do you serve?
We have barbecue, brisket, turkey, chicken, burgers. We have all kinds of desserts. We have a specialty called smoked mac and cheese, and that's a big seller for us. People come from everywhere to have that.
Okay, smoked mac and cheese. Okay.
Mhm.
The mac and cheese youngster at my house, he loves it. Nothing like it. So that is it. Well, tell us what the Women of Hope has meant to you.
Well, it's been a lifesaver for me. I was in addiction for about 7 years with pain medication, and it started with surgery, and it just kind of escalated from there. And before it was all said and done, I guess I had lost everything and spent some time in and out of jail multiple times. And I had known Pastor Marcy for a long time, and so I contacted her about coming in, and she immediately took me in after she called me, after she got me to come in. I was a little bit of a hesitant, but anyway, so I came into the program, and I've been here. I graduated July the 12th of this year, and I work here now, and I can't really see do anything else.
So you called her?
I did call her.
Okay.
And when it all started, I had gotten some trouble, but it was just, it was 30 days of treatment or 60 days of treatment. It wasn't, anything like a year-long program. And so I really was hesitant to come to a year-long program because I didn't want to stay for a year. But after I got here and went back to court, I got court ordered to complete the program.
Okay.
But I'm glad I did, because otherwise I don't know that I would have, stuck it out like I needed to, and I'm thankful for it. Absolutely.
So Megan, you are an example of hope. You have found hope with the Women of Hope, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, I absolutely love it here, and I I love being with the girls. You know, it's peaceful here, and my life's been chaotic for 36 years, and so I've had more peace since being here than I have in my whole life.
All right.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Shelby, what about you? What's your story?
Well, I battled drugs and alcohol for probably 25 years. I got in some legal trouble, so I went to jail for a year before I came here. And I had lost everything at that point, my family. I've got 4 kids. I was pretty separated from them at all times, my family. I was down to nothing, had no hope. So after I did my year in jail, well, Pastor Marcy does a class there. We do it in Judge Allen's courtroom called Life's Healing Choices. And I was in that class. I was very fortunate to be a part of that, and met Pastor Marcy and found out about the Women of Hope. So I started praying, and I too did not want to come to a year-long program. Oh, I knew that I needed some help, but I was not quite ready for a year commitment. But after much prayer, I knew that the Women of Hope was the place for me. So I asked for that at my sentencing hearing. I was facing about 16 years in prison. I asked for that in court, and Judge Allen, I'm so grateful to have him as my judge. He's such a godly man, and I know God speaks and works through him tremendously. So Judge Allen gave me the opportunity to come here, and I too graduated the year-long program. I work here now. I'm the cake baker. I bake the Hope Cakes, which you can call and order a Hope Cake anytime. My number is 343-1909, or Hope Cakes or Hope Muffins. So I also cook for the ladies here, and I love it. This is more than a job to me. It's my life now. This is my opportunity to give back and give others hope.
Congratulations to both of you, and it's good to have you with us.
Thank you so much. It's good to be here.
We'll be right back with more as we continue Six in the City.
Roll over. Chance high five. All right. When you adopt a shelter pet, you discover all the things that make them unique. And your mother and... I am totally a hot person. Right, guys? Thanks for being honest. They're a little bit of a lot of things, but they're all pure love. Adopt pure love at theshelterpetproject.org.
As we all take care and precautions, practicing social distancing with more time at home, we may find ourselves using more broadband too, relying on internet, television, and telephone services to stay connected to work, school, and family. JA is working hard to keep our customers, employees, and families safe while bringing vital services during this time. Keeping you connected to the essential broadband services Jackson's homes and businesses depend on is one thing you can count on at JEA today.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're up. Steve Bowers and Janet Wilbanks welcome you back to Six in the City. Janet, good to see you.
Thank you, Steve. It's good to see you. This wasn't too bad.
Janet always produces the show, so she's involved, and she's the one that puts this all together. It happens because of her, but it's a pleasure to have this opportunity to work with you, Janet. Appreciate everything you do all the time. Another great show today. We appreciate all of our guests, and we're going to be talking to Brad Willis, and we'll do a dialogue with him that you can see on EPlus TV6. Got anything on your agenda we need to talk about?
The only thing I can think of right now coming up is September 12th is the Heart Walk Where You Are. I know Christy Futrell's coming on, I think, next week to promote that, but it's a virtual heart walk. So
They want you to take photos, right, and share that, or?
That's right. You can join.
Okay, so get that set up, and we'll be talking to her coming up, I guess, next week then, right?
Yes, she's coming on next Tuesday.
And JL is going to be back with us. I've been playing his record some, and so he's doing quite well with
Yes,
with us. So
he's
we're looking forward to having
introducing
him back
a new artist next week on the show.
so that's coming up. We're going to be doing high school football starting September the 4th. So we'll be looking for that right here at EPlus TV6. And we hope everybody can get through the rest of this season. So far, it's been okay for everyone. And then a reminder that the Sports Hall of Fame will be coming up on EPlus TV6 this coming Saturday evening, the 29th, and that will be at 7 p.m. And look for that. And it's been a real pleasure. Janice, good to see you.
Thanks. Good to see you too, Steve.
We're going to close out with this very special group, the Women of Hope. And remember, their number is 424-9019, 9019. And you can order cakes at 343-1909. And we appreciate the work that's done through Marcy, Hendrick, and everyone at the Women of Hope. Thanks, ladies.